Our patients right now are scared, they are confused, they know they need time-sensitive care, and our health centers are fighting, to get everyone in that they can possibly do before some of these injunctions come into play in their states.
What happens to Planned Parenthood now?
Planned Parenthood has been around for 100 plus years, and we will continue to provide sexual and reproductive health care and abortion where we can, and we will continue to provide birth control and STI testing and the things that we do every day. As I mentioned before, we'll continue to provide education, and even most importantly now, we are going to continue to be the fiercest advocate for sexual and reproductive health care, making sure that everybody understands that their ability to control their bodies should be their own, and that we have to create the society that we want to see.
President Biden ended his press conference or his statement to the nation, marking this moment, saying this is not over. Several Black women leaders that I've talked to said this is not over. The fight is going to the states now. How's Planned Parenthood planning to fight?
President Biden is right. All of our sisters are right. Roe is on the ballot right now. And if there is ever a time for us to mobilize and make sure that we are showing up to save not just abortion, but quite frankly, democracy is on the ballot right now. People will have lost faith in institutions like the court. It is going to be critically important for us to turn up and turn out in all of these critical states where we will see the impact, particularly to abortion access.
That is one of the critical pieces that is part of who Planned Parenthood happens to be. But does this by any chance, as long as it stands, does this diminish a portion of your establishment?
Planned Parenthood provides third to a half of all abortions in the U.S. And there are a number of independent providers who are going to be devastated in particularly in the South and the Midwest. And it is really important that we ensure that we keep those clinics, right? You better keep your clinic, keepourclinic.org in order to keep clinics in places so that they have legal standing to continue some of these lawsuits, particularly as they become state lawsuits. But for Planned Parenthood, again, it is abortion is something that we proudly provide, even though it may be a smaller percentage of our overall services. It is still critically important for our ability to be able to offer the broadest range of sexual and reproductive health care possible for communities. And we're going to fight in every state until we can do that.
People are now trying to say this is about the right to life. This is about religion. What do you say to that? Because I just saw a tough fight between two Republicans on this matter. Is this religion?
I don't think that the two need to be in conflict, honestly. I am a Christian. I'm a woman of faith. I'm a practicing woman of faith. And I can hold both my ability to believe in the self-determination of myself and other people, and also reconcile that with my ability to reconcile my conscience with God, right? I mean, it is about choice. It is about agency. It is about free will and how you make those decisions for yourself. And so I think those are just, those are distractions. They are essentially trying to take away freedom and equality under the guise of imposing extreme religious views on the rest of the population.
There are some attorney generals in some of these states that are not going to prosecute. But for those that do, what will it look like in your opinion?
Well, I think you're naming, I think, one of the real fears and concerns, right? That, our patients right now are scared, they are confused, they know they need time-sensitive care, and our health centers are fighting, to get everyone in that they can possibly do before some of these injunctions come into play in their states. And the reality is that the criminalization right? The criminalization of people seeking access to abortion, people providing abortion, even in legal states, the surveillance that we are going to see, that we're already seeing in states like Texas because of their bounty hunter provision, that is going to intensify. How are they going to enforce these laws? And what will it mean for someone seeking access to care and then looking around their shoulder to see whether or not someone is filming them on their iPhone, or a police officer pulls them over, and asks where are they going and why are they going there? The simple ways in which we carry on our everyday lives, particularly for the people who live most at the margins, particularly for Black and brown folks, right? That is where we are going to see the intersection of this further criminalization and surveillance while people are trying to get time-sensitive medical care.